Hi, my name is Julien, and today we're going to talk about exploring large chemical spaces in hit ID. So in drug discovery, we're trying to find the right molecule for our patients. This molecule needs to be efficacious against the disease that we're targeting and needs to be safe to consume. A lot of what it means for a molecule to be the right molecule has to do with binding affinity to different proteins in the body. So if our molecule binds too strongly to some certain enzymes in the body, it might get broken down and released from the system too quickly. If it binds to proteins that it shouldn't be binding to, we can have toxicity and side effects. But of course, we want our molecule to bind very strongly to the target that we're going after. In general, a lot of molecules will have short-lived interactions with the protein that we're targeting, but then it's quickly going to go away. For the compound that we design for a drug discovery program, what we want is to design the exact right shape such that it has a long-lasting and high-affinity binding mechanism to our target. So we can think of these proteins as locks and the compounds that we're designing as the right key to fit that lock. So fortunately for us, in the past couple of years, there has been the advent of very powerful machine learning models that can take as input this entire structure of our compound in the protein and predict whether it is likely to have a strong affinity or not. So it will give us a number for each molecule as to whether it is likely to bind to our target. And also, fortunately for us, we now have available very large chemical libraries that can be used in hit discovery to trial many different kinds of motifs and molecular designs for our particular target. These libraries are now multiple billions of compounds strong. And so, of course, the very tempting thing to do would be to apply these powerful machine learning models to these large chemical spaces. And the simple thing to do would be to take them one by one and to try and evaluate whether these compounds are going to have a strong or a weak interaction to our target. But if we do that billions of times, and often we're talking about 100 billion different molecules, and if we say have 15 seconds to give the model to make its predictions, then we're talking about 50,000 years of prediction. So if you had 50,000 computers, it would still take a full year for a single target to make these predictions. So this is not a tractable problem, and we need to break it down. At Valence, we developed these intelligent samplers. One of them is called SynFlowNet, and what they do is that they project that space into an exponential decomposition, like a mathematical tree. And so we start at the root, where there is nothing yet, and then we will select among hundreds of thousands of different actions that represent small portions or building blocks in that space. And by assembling together building blocks and a selection of reactions, we can gradually build up these molecules that we had in our initial space. But now what the model can do is learn to navigate that space intelligently and use the feedback from our machine learning predictors to find the right candidates more efficiently. So this is an example of the work that we do at Valence, and if you're interested, feel free to check us out.